Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm here in London. I'm in my sister's garden right next to the river. I'm not in a cage. This is just a wire fence to keep the children from jumping in the lake, or the river I should say. So here I am, still jet lagged, but I'm here nonetheless. If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for coming, and I really hope that you enjoy these readings and that you keep coming back. And if you're coming back, thank you. You're the reason I do this. Thank you so much. Anyway, so let's okay, so I just have to do my sales pitch, darling. These readings that I do are, first of all, it'll be for the 2nd of July through the 8th of July. And last week in the intro I said happy birthday Cancer because it's Cancer season, so it confused everyone. So I'll wait till I get to the Cancer reading before I say happy birthday. This is for your Sun, Moon and Rising. I'll have all the links to the other videos below in the See More section. Also, this is a private reading, guys. So if you would like a personal reading, if you click on this, you can get a personal, or find out how to get a personal reading through that link. And also thank you for all those that got readings from me on Instant Go. It was amazing. I actually did 2 last night at 1 at 3:45 in the morning. I was completely jet lagged. 3:45 UK time. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Now, another way to support me is through Patreon, and that link will be right here. And you can click on that. I have varying reward levels, and I do posts just specifically for Patreons that I don't usually do for, regular, for everyone. So, let me see what else. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. So now the astrological report for the week. So on the 4th of July, this is for the 4th through the 8th. On the 4th of July, happy Independence Day, America. You're independent from us. Oh, actually, I'm American, so I can't even say that anymore. I'm now American. Wednesday, on Independence Day, Mercury in Leo opposes Mars in Aquarius. What does that mean now? So Mercury, the planet of intellect, thought, communication, and technology, is in Leo. Now that's like creative thought, it's all about identity. So it's creative thinking, right? And it's opposing Mars, the planet of war, action, in Aquarius, which is humanitarian, social. So what this means, Mars is retrograde technically, but really it's kind of stationary. A planet has to go into a stationary position before it can change direction, right? You slow down and then you go in another direction. So Mars is still a bit stationary right now. So what that does is it enhances all the energies. So I think on the negative side, we could have some challenging communications issues, some kind of miscommunication. And on the positive side, we could have some really incredible creative ideas of what to do next or where to go next. Now on the 5th, the Sun in Cancer is Cancer is about the home, it's about family, it's about nurturing, it's about intuition, and that is going to that's in a really positive connection to Jupiter in Scorpio. Now Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Scorpio is the planet of Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth and secrets and power and control, right? So this is in a positive aspect. Now it's also in a positive aspect. So Scorpio is a water sign, right? Cancer's a water sign because the Sun's in Cancer. And it's also, the Sun in Cancer is also in a positive aspect to Neptune in Pisces, another water sign. Neptune is the planet of illusion and dreamlike and spirituality, the unseen, the intangible. So this and Pisces is the water sign, another water sign. Oh, everything, it's a bit it's a bit windy here. I hope you can hear me properly. I've got my mic showing here because it needs to be closer to me so that you can hear. So this is what we call in astrology, we call this a grand water trine. Now, what does that mean? That means that we could really have, and a trine is a very positive aspect, so we could have, you know, it's going to be emotional, guys. We are also coming up to the eclipse, don't forget, the eclipse season, and we have a new moon eclipse a new moon lunar eclipse at the end of the month, towards the end of the month. So we're kind of feeling these energies. Eclipses are all about releasing, right? So we could have some really healing kind of emotional experiences, and with close family and close relationships, our friendships whom we can consider as family. So I think this could be a very positive healing experience, and the release of emotions, so that we can actually release it and allow it to go over. So I think that this is a wonderful healing opportunity. So that's all I want to say for the astrology report today, and let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for July the 2nd through July the 8th, and I'm here in sunny London, and I am in the centre of London, although you wouldn't think so, would you? But I'm in my sister's garden, and you may hear some noise because it's Saturday afternoon. I'm recording this and people are out in their gardens, and in the park a little ways away there's some kind of festival going on, so you may hear some noise in the background. So I'm just letting you know that straight away. So and I really hope, the swans have been up and down, so I really hope you get to see the swans. They're kind of, I don't know, they were bathing in the background, but we'll see. I hope they come through for you, Capricorn. Now, the first card out for you is the Four of Pentacles. This means that you're holding on to something, Capricorn. What are you holding on to? Are you holding on to your finances because you're afraid that your coffers may not get refilled? What is it that you're holding on to? Well, this is interesting because, clarifying it, you've got the Four of Water, which is like the Four of Cups, right? So what this is indicating is that there's some kind of disappointment, and I have a feeling that's what you're holding on to. You're holding on to this disappointment. Oh, it's a breeze, a little breezy. You can hear all the wind chimes. So you're holding on to something, and it's a feeling of disappointment. In holding on to it, you're kind of missing a huge gift, because that's what this is being. It's almost like you're distracted with the disappointment instead of kind of coming out into the present moment, and there is a gift. When this card comes up, it means that you are so distracted you're not actually seeing this wonderful gift in front of you. So this is saying, you know, really focus, come back into the present moment, because you're kind of off in your head dreaming. And that's not surprising, because we do have this grand water trine, and Neptune in Pisces is part of it, and that's kind of dreamy and ethereal and off daydreaming and kind of fantasizing, and you know, perhaps you're lamenting about something that hasn't worked out for you in the way that you wanted it to. But sometimes things work out in the way that they need to, not how you want them to. Sometimes we're so kind of caught up in the control of what we think is the best thing for us, and if we just let go, there's a bigger and better plan for us that we can't even possibly imagine. So I always say to people, you're over here picking up the crumbs, and there's a big piece of cake over there that you're missing. You're not seeing it because you're so focused on these little bits of crumbs that you're trying to pick up. And we're all kind of guilty of that at times. Now, the next card comes up is the Five of Cups. That's deprivation, darling. You're feeling deprived in some way or another. It could be love, but I'm thinking that it's financial. You're feeling deprived in some kind of way. Now, sometimes I've known the richest people will sit there and feel deprived. Even though they have money, they don't have enough in their minds, right? Or they've lost, I'm not going to refer to that, but I know that there was this billionaire, and he could not. It was never enough. No matter how much money he made, it was never enough. And next to that, you've got the Three of Pentacles. So, and you've got the Six of Earth is clarifying it. The Three of Pentacles is about the master, right? This is, and I always say this, look, he's so engaged. Oh, that's a duck going nuts in the background. Can you see that? The Three of Pentacles is the expert. He is the master at what he does. And he is so engaged in the present moment, right? So this is about becoming the master. Every master can learn more. You can always learn more. Now, what's interesting in this card is he's holding up the pentacle, right? And then there's these other pentacles are above. So I have a feeling that you really have to focus on your craft, whatever that is for you. You have to give it the time and the effort that it deserves, and really, really be in the moment with it, and really focus on creativity. Threes are creative, right? Two together can produce a third, right? That's what it's saying. So when this card comes up, I'm always thinking, come into the present moment, be engaged in something creative, be in the moment, really focus on it. Excuse me. And this is a potential to come down, right? This is coming to you. So it's like, be the master of your craft, and you will get paid if that's what you want. And you've got the Six of Earth, and the Six of Earth is about, I call this a service card. So it can be about giving time. You know, I always say it's when you give, you receive, right? Even if it makes you feel good to help people. So keep that in mind. But I also think that help is coming for you. You may not have seen the help. You may not be recognizing the help. But the help is there for you, Capricorn. It's like you've got to come out of your head. You've got to stop holding on to things. Release the control. Allow things to unfold, because then you're going to see the gift in this situation. You are being given a gift. And here we've got the Four of Cups yet again, you see, and there is the gift coming from the heavens, right? You've got the gift coming from the heavens, but he's got his eyes closed. He's not thinking, he's not seeing it. He's totally distracted, and all he's thinking about is what hasn't worked out. You know, he's lamenting about what hasn't worked out for him. So I've just noticed a little mouse or something in the corner of that. I've never noticed that before. So there is a gift coming. There's a gift right there, and you're just not seeing it. That's simple as that. It's like, come back into the moment. Open your eyes. Look around. Stop looking at what hasn't worked out for you, and look at what has worked out for you. And the next card that we've got is the Strength. This is self-control, right? This is about self-discipline and self-control. And this is what we all have to kind of practice this week, because there's a lot of first of all, there's a lot of emotions at play here because of this grand water trine. And the Strength card is telling you that your power and your strength is in being kind and compassionate. You don't have to use violence or react to a situation to have to command respect. You know, I always say that this card reminds me of my mum, right? She didn't have to hit us, although at times she did. She did have to say that, but she didn't have to. She would just, if we were out in public, she would just give us this look, That was her look, right? We all inherited it, our whole family. And we used it on our kids. Let me tell you, we came together when we got that look, we came together. Oh my goodness. It's about self-discipline. It's about controlling your own emotions. And, we are going to feel emotional this week, but it's about bringing it all in and not reacting to our emotions. And that's the big message this week, because it is going to be quite emotional. We may feel, what do I want to say? We may get our buttons pushed this week, but we have to have self-control. And, I always love this card. Like, the lion is in so much control so that he can really enjoy that moment, by having self-discipline, by not reacting and responding instead of reacting. You will have a completely different experience. So there's something to think about. Now, Capricorn, we are going to pull a romance angel card. First of all, for the single caps, and then for the partnered Capricorns. Let's see what wonderful blessings and gifts can the romance angels have for single Capricorns. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So if you're just dating someone, then you have to be kind of honest. I mean, not too heavy, but it's definitely being honest and authentic, right? That will bring you into a deeper kind of understanding. And if you're meeting someone, remember that. Remember, share your feelings honestly. Don't quash your feelings, but share them honestly. If you like someone, tell them you like them. Beautiful. Now we are going to pull a card. I'm hoping that the swans come down here for you, but maybe we'll see. They just went past, so they may not. So we're going to pull a card for Capricorns in relationships. Partnered Capricorns. Let's see what we have for partnered Capricorns. Okay. What wonderful gifts, guidance, and blessings do the romance angels have for partnered Capricorns? Oh, there it is. Free yourself. Now, that doesn't mean get out of the relationship. That means it's time to take control of your life. What does it say? Time to take back control of your life. So sometimes in relationships we can give over the power to the other person. We are feeling our life is dictated by their mood or their reactions to us, and this is about being free within the relationship. Be your authentic self. Be strong and be powerful. Take your power back. Don't allow someone to dictate how your life is going. Just go about your own business. If they're having their moment of, a bad mood or whatever it is, you can remove yourself and go and have your own experience. You don't have to share their negative experience. You don't have to put yourself there. You can take yourself out of it. Hard as it is sometimes you've just got to remove yourself from a situation. Temporarily, I'm not saying permanently. Capricorn, I'm sorry you didn't get to see the swans, but listen, if this is for your sun, moon and rising, so check out the other links below, because for 6 of them, the 6 of the other readings, the swans went past. But it was right at the end of the reading before this. So check out the other readings and you'll see the swans. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media and comment. I read every comment. Listen, if you have someone that it's a birthday and you would like to give them a shout out, I am really happy to do that. Put that in the comments below and I will give a shout out with your name for your friends. So whomever that may be. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. All the babies, look at them. How old do you think they are, Kathleen?
For a personal reading, please go to www.liveinthesolution.com.
They're at the ugly duckling stage.
Maybe 4 weeks. I can make it. I really think they're ugly.
No, I'm just saying that because of the
No, I know.
story.